See, now this is what I'm talking about. This looks like some manufacturing consent. This look like fun to you guys? Just a hard hat, breaking bricks. I mean, this should really be punishment for the bourgeoisie and the billionaire class. I mean, this is what gulags are for, you guys. You bring in the bourgeoisie and you show them, after a life of pushing papers around and crunching numbers, like that's hard work, you show them what hard work really is through re-education. Uh-oh, I'm running out of time. This is another problem of capitalism. You're always on a time crunch. You always have deadlines. You never get that in socialism or democracy. I mean, yeah, sure. Stalin, Mao Zedong, their 5-year plans had stuff like quotas. But if you were unable to meet the quota or whatever, I mean, they understood. Oh, looks like I got the anti-work subreddit to reload. Here's a funny meme. When people claim that capitalism helps people, it's kind of like that scene from King of the Hill. Look, that eagle is carrying the rabbit out of harm's... It looks like Starbucks is trying to Starbucks. I mean, they pay their workers slave wages with only like $16 an hour. Let's look into that. How much does Starbucks pay their employees? According to USA Today, Starbucks raised their average pay to $17 an hour as it faces a labor shortage. And Starbucks is also known for giving their employees health benefits, but that's really not enough. It's not enough. Not enough for all the stuff, all the nonsense they have to go through when making coffee and lattes. I guess coffee and lattes are kind of like cappuccinos. Making those bacon and cheese croissants. I mean, working at Starbucks, they're like modern day coal mines, and they get paid slave wages. $17 an hour. That's not good. So yeah, when I see stuff like this, it's like what Starbucks really needs is some organized labor. Joshua for Congress says, I don't have kids and probably never will. I support universal child care. See, this is a real hero, putting the interests of others above his own. Recognizes that, raising a child is not an individual responsibility for parents. It's a collective responsibility for the community. The children are the future. Says, I'm never going back to college, but I support free college. I mean, what a hero. Let's give Joshua for Congress a round of applause. For telling the world how much he cares about others above his own interests. I don't make minimum wage. I support increasing it above... Yeah, what a guy. Dante Inferno, you want to see some Mario Maker levels? This is another thing with Mario Maker. You guys ever play this game Mario Maker? Here, let me bring up a link. This is put out by Nintendo, so I'm not taking anything out of context. Don't you hate it when that happens, when you make an argument, you make a statement on the internet, and people accuse you of being out of context? This is Nintendo. This is their YouTube channel. Look at this.
In Super Mario Maker 2, you can create the Super Mario courses of your dreams.
See, traditionally, what Nintendo used to have to do Nintendo used to actually have to make their own Mario games.
Going to the Amazon Fresh store was such an experience. It was so high tech. It's like, oh my god, you guys are in the future. Everything was so organized beautifully for all your grocery needs. Check out your local Amazon Fresh grocery store or shop online for delivery.
Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray, wipe, rinse. Dawn Power Wash.
And this is a documentary about Super Mario World. Nintendo actually had to pay. They had to pay their workers. They created jobs. They paid their workers to create actual video games of Super Mario. And they had to make actual levels. Super Mario World, I think they had like 97 levels or something. Technically, it wasn't 97 levels, but there were like 97 different exits because like some levels had like 2 or 3 different ways to beat it. But they actually had to pay workers to create the levels. And look at how Nintendo does it today.
And play courses.
Instead of making new Mario games, they just make this game called Mario Maker, where people make their levels for free without getting paid.
Is created by other people from around the globe. In other words, you can basically have new Super Mario courses to enjoy every
And this is what's really disgusting, you guys.
day.
This is what's really
Now,
disgusting.
let's jump right into the basics.
Look, they depict Mario and Luigi like these hard hat working class guys. They depict them like these hard hat working class guys, like it's fun to go to work for free. You know, this is more manufacturing consent. Greedy corporations like Nintendo are convincing you, the gaming class, to make their levels for them so that workers lose their job. So that they can save on labor costs. And that's not good. That's not good.
Lay some groundwork. Pick from iconic.
You know, if you know, everyone always talks about, you know, capitalism. Where was it? There was that meme. There was that meme here. Yeah. Capitalism helps people. Capitalism puts working class people out of work and tries to convince, I mean, the people who make these levels, they're essentially unpaid interns, and they're happy to do it. They're not getting paid. And that's just not good. That's not good. Yeah, Mario has to collect coins for himself. Probably has to do it to pay for his health care, because that's what happens. That's what happens in Mario. When you get 100 coins, the whole purpose to collect coins in Mario is to buy you extra life. It's manufacturing consent. It's conditioning you, the working class, into thinking that what's ideal is for you to collect money to prolong life. And you really shouldn't have to do that. No. Yeah, Bowser is a metaphor for the top 1%. I mean, he's a king. He's a monarch. And what's Mario doing it for? He's just really doing it for another monarch, Princess Peach. And what has she done for the working class? You know, when I see Princess Peach, I see an exploiter. By Nintendo, big video game. They want to condition you into thinking that what people do in the real world is collect money so that they can prolong their life. When it's really exploitation.
Enemies and objects, like blocks, coins, Goombas, and place them anywhere you like. You decide what goes inside blocks and where warp pipes should take Mario next. And that's just the tip of the goal pole. You can hide enemies, stack them up high, and biggin them with a super mushroom, hide coins in pipes, and so much more. By combining a variety of parts, you can do some incredible things, stuff that isn't even possible in regular Super Mario games. Taking a course you're working on for a test drive is a snap, allowing for rapid-fire experimentation. You can change the course theme, whether it's underground, underwater, castle, your choice. Even the game style itself can be altered with.
Anyway, let's see if there's any more funny memes on anti-work. Here's a good: legalize weed and tax it. That's really the only reason to legalize anything, is if you can tax it. Yeah. Just legalize everything, but then tax it, so then you can raise some money for the working class. Cut the military budget by 25%. Implement a 1% wealth tax. Value-added tax on corporations like Amazon, Walmart, and Facebook. See, again, a lot of free market advocates, like I was talking about earlier. At this point, they'll talk about how taxation is theft. It's stealing. It's forcing you to pay more money than what is necessary for a good or a service. Well, what do you call it when Mark up Cuban, has to raise 15% markup prices on basic needs like medicine? Quit acting like there is not enough money to help people and start fucking helping people. This is what it's all about. It's about morality. Do you guys really want to live in a society where greedy corporations don't pay taxes? Or do you want to live in a society that's fair and moral? Here's a good meme. Look at this. As we enter the middle of the work week, remember to give 100% at work. You just break that 100% over 5 days. Eugene Debs, who is in the background. Look at the background of my wall. I got a poster of Eugene Debs. I mean, this can't be the real Eugene Debs, because unfortunately, Eugene Debs has been dead for a long time. The cheapest commodity on earth today is human flesh and blood. To make a profit at the expense of human life is central controlling motive of the capitalist system. Yeah. Look at this. Neoliberal bootlickers. Anyway. Cuban price gouging, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you were here, Dante, but I did a whole segment talking about Mark Cuban. He's now proudly part of Big Pharma, starting a big pharmaceutical business, and a lot of people are praising him because he's undercutting prices of other competitors. But he's still charging 15% markup to make profits. Yeah, I love, who really loves their job under capitalism when everyone's being exploited? It's okay to be lazy and unmotivated. I mean, if your boss gets to be lazy, because let's face it, like the ownership class, your boss, all they do is just sit at a desk all day. And they put in a few numbers into some algorithm, some program. They look at a few sheets of paper and write on them. Maybe take a few phone calls. Then they leave work early so that they can go to happy hour and spend time with their family while you have to work overtime. So if your boss can just be lazy and sit back in his air-conditioned office doing, let's face it, it's a bunch of nothing. It's not real work. Well, why shouldn't you be? Everyone has a right to be lazy. But only the privileged few enjoy that opportunity.